Welcome back, everybody, to MLB The Show with the Los Angeles Angels. It is the Two Idiots franchise, and we are here frantically trying to rebuild this team. Panther and I, pre-recording here, have just summoned up a bunch of players. We've filled holes, and we've established a lineup that will get us through the next few weeks. And so today, that is what we intend to do. We are going to sim for the next 2 weeks, basically. The series has a day off in between our first and our second game there. So the 28th, that Friday, is an off day. That's kind of weird. But we're going to go ahead and sim 2 weeks through up until April 14th. And that will get us to out of Houston and going towards Texas. But that gives us a little bit of data to go off of. So Panther, go ahead and pull the trigger on it. Let's sim for the next couple of weeks. And then we'll kind of recap some of the numbers and what's been going on since then. And first, there's going to be a critical situation. Top of the 10th with 2 outs, and we've got 2 men on. All right, so we're here for our first critical situation. We could not even get out of the first series. And we're in the top of the 10th with 2 outs. Zach Neto at the plate, and he will foul that first pitch off. Penn Murphy trying to keep this game within reason for the White Sox as we are deadlocked 4-4.
Come on, Neto, we're keeping you on the team. Show us why.
Yep. Now we started off on day 1 here. Actually, whoa, wild pitch. And the runners, yes, they do both advance. So now the go-ahead and insurance run off the wild pitch are in scoring position. Neto ahead of Murphy 2-1. And that is a line drive, and it's going to go to right field. And that should easily score. Angels up now, 6-4 off of Neto's clutch single.
There we go. That's why we're keeping them, I guess.
It's nice, and Penn Murphy gets the boot for Jake Eater. I knew she was going to do it.
I let it play out. I wanted to see how loud and annoying she was. So quiet now. I can hear her. That's great.
Jake Eater only active with 1 game thus far. I don't know if this is game 2 or 3 that it pulled us in for the critical situation. It didn't really show us. It just popped up as a critical situation. But either way, Eater chewed up 3 1/3 innings in his 1 outing so far. So if this is game 2, that's wild. Runner was on the move there, but Royce Lewis can only weakly ground it, to third base. And now we try to close it. All right, and we're going to bring in Brock Burke, who threw 34 innings last year was pretty awful. A 5.82 ERA and a 1.56 whip. He did have a decent strikeout rate at 26%. He also walked in the double digits as well. And now 3-4-5 due up for Chicago with runners in scoring position. A runner in scoring position. And that's hit hard immediately, but foul.
Okay. Wow, the crack of the bat sounds so good.
Yeah, it worries me when it's them. And that is a weak grounder. Perfectly placed to hold that runner at second base, and that's a quick out for Brock Burke. There we go.
That's what we need. I'll get another one.
The lone star for Chicago, the Luis Robert Jr. here, adding 375 early on in the season. Slider, but too far inside. And that's a fastball that does get in there in the bottom of the zone at 94. Evened up at 1-1. Wow, that was a great spot for that pitch, and he's ahead of Robert Jr. now, 1-2.
He couldn't have placed it any better, I don't think.
And that goes over third base. The jump upwards could not grab it, and Chicago has cashed in on the ghost runner. A 1-run lead now. Luis Robert Jr. is the tying run with 1 out at first base. And Brooks Baldwin is going to come in, seeking his first hit of the year. Runner on the move. Luis Robert Jr. trying to steal second, and he will get there.
Damn, that eliminates the double play I was hoping for.
Yeah, I was hoping for it too. And now Burke is going to start sweating again.
Just goes to show you how important that insurance run was.
Yeah, Absolutely. This is tied up with only 1 run and Robert Jr. on second. That would have been even more stressful. As it stands, Brock Burke is still going to need something special. Ahead, 1-2 of Baldwin, though. Oh, that's great.
So close.
2-2. And that's fouled away. A good circle change. Bottom corner inside.
Oh, God. Come on.
Crowd. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay. Robert Jr. stayed put at second. The hometown fans, they're saying, let's go, Brock. You hear that? They're cheering on our pitcher.
What? Are they? There's way to go.
Not really. No, they're saying, let's go, Sox.
I know, but I was joining in on the fun. Let's go, Brock.
All right, full count. Come on. Come on.
Oh,
misses inside. Baldwin holding up on that. Here's Andrew Vaughn.
We've done that on purpose. Now we get the double play in place.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's the whole game plan.
Definitely chose to pitch to Andrew Vaughn here. Sinker, 90 mile an hour for strike 1. Oh, the stress is just ratcheting up now.
No, they're pitching the dirt.
And that's in the dirt.
Come on.
He moves. Burke is feeling the pressure for sure.
God, is Brock Burke going to get DFA'd?
It's a high likelihood. Now that the Angels have the cutter. And there we go. Is that going to be it? Whoa, weak throw to second. Do not get him at first. What happened? Why was he not there?
I have no idea.
Shortstop wasn't covering the bag for the double play. That was going to get us out of it. Now there's runners on the corners. Good fastball, but oh no. Now I'm just left scratching my head and wondering what happened. Okay, great pitch there. 0-2 ahead of Sosa. Just one more good one, and we win it.
Get him.
Come on, Brock.
Yes!
And he pastes the corners. 3 pitches, 3 strikes, and he's out of there. And the Angels win.
Man, we win another one.
Woo, Stress City. My goodness. Kevin Newman, 3 for 4 today. Have a game.
Nice. Shelby brought him up from nowhere. That was the second game of the year.
That was game 2. Wow.
Yeah, we couldn't even get out of the second game without a critical situation. Let's try this. Whoa. Why is it...
Oh my God, this just made my heart, like, explode. Oh, this is just detailing the trade that we did.
I know. It's like a little heart attack.
Oh my God, I had a heart attack.
Yeah. At the end of the episode, we will recap the trades that we made before this. So yeah, the trades will be at the end of this video that we've already completed. Just due to recording time and editing and stuff, there's really no other way to do it. I'll just drop them in at the end for everybody. But yeah, that just gave me a heart attack. I'm thinking, we traded Bryce Lewis back to the Twins? What? Scared the shit out of me. Oh my God. Really?
Okay, game 3 against the White Sox is going to see another critical situation. Bottom of the 9th this time. And we are leading the Angels by 1.
Let's see if we can hold it out. Come on, Sam.
All right, apparently all 3 games against Chicago are going to be critical. Bottom of the 9th now for Sam Bachman as he tries to close it out and seal the deal on this series. A throw to second, and we do not get him. So fantastic. All right, Luis Robert Jr. at the plate. Now a runner in scoring position. No outs for Bachman, and we're in trouble. No way. Okay, Robert Jr. underneath it. Wow. I mean, why? Why must we do this?
I have no idea. If he throws another pitch in the dirt, I'm going to lose my shit. The last pitcher was in fucking 3 or 4 pitches in the dirt. This guy already Pitch in the dirt.
Oh, that was a good pitch. He went around on it, apparently.
Chasing that circle change.
Thunder rolls for one of these teams as we seek to sweep the Sox. And a weak grounder there. Bachman's going to play it and throw it to first, and we got him. Runner does advance to third, though. The tying run, 90 feet away. Andrew Vaughn steps back in with 2 outs as the final hope to prevent the sweep for Chicago. This is with the slider. Come on now. This is inside with the slider now, behind 2-0. Now they're chanting, "Let's go Bach," like Bachman.
Next thing we say, let's go Mozart.
Yeah. What a classic old joke. And he gets that one, yes, and that will complete it. Vaughn is out on the grounder, and the Angels have swept the White Sox for the first 3 games, the first full series, and we win all 3 of them. Hey,
Nice.
maybe something's cooking already. What do you think?
I tell you, man, rebuild complete.
Rebuild complete. You heard it here first. All it took was 3 games.
Hey, we're better than the real life Angels. All right, let's try to sim a few games. I don't think we're allowed to sim
I don't
very
think we're
many
allowed.
games. No, we're not
Let's
allowed
sim
to sim.
to the end of this one.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, we can't do all of them. Wow, and we defeated them. So that's 4 games. Oh, no, we lost game 1. That was in game 2 that the critical situation was.
Yeah,
So
we end up winning it out. Let's try this again.
All right, come on.
Oh,
Hey, the Twins offer a trade. Okay, what do they got?
they want to give
Hey,
us.
they want Newman.
They want to give us Danny Colomb for Kevin Newman.
No. Also, very interesting this year that they can do a trade with a negative budget.
Yeah, as long as they introduce
That was
it
such a
again.
handicap last time. Yeah, that's very strange.
Are you sure you don't want a 35-year-old see potential in a decline?
I'm pretty sure I'll take Newman.
I mean, they want Newman, who is a 31-year-old see potential 72 overall second baseman. I mean, that's a sweet deal. Not for
I
us.
think they're gonna have to come with something better than that.
The Twins are a little drunk. Ooh, scout day.
Oh, we got a scout today. We are scouting for the very first time, and here in week 1, we have selected the top 3 prospects that we saw. We actually pick at number 2 in the draft this year, which is awesome for us. We will be scouting Mikey Burkett, a starting pitcher that has up to 99 potential and slotted as the first pick overall by the MLB, rather. And then we move over to center field for Leonardo Velasquez, who looks to have some incredible potential as well and a high overall. And then the final person we're scouting is a center fielder as well, Tom Gregg, and he looks to have an overall between 75 and 99. He looks to be absolutely incredible. The numbers that we could possibly get out of somebody with his attributes, I mean, it's just not even the sky is the limit. This guy could go out of this world. So we'll see. And with high efficiency scouting, we're going to get 76% done on the first and third guy and 90% on Velasquez. So just one round of scouting should tell the story pretty clearly for all 3 players. All right, back to simming.
Let's try this again. Nope.
Wow, we got out of that jam. Wow, we take the first game versus Tampa and lose the next 3 in a row. Right now, we are sitting at 7-6 going into game 2 against Houston. Let's see what happens there. That is a blowout loss, 1-11.
My word.
4 games in a row, so that is the longest losing streak that we've been on. We are firmly in the bottom underneath the Mariners and the Rangers and the Astros, all by 1 game.
The
Wow.
Athletics are leading the division.
10-5, good for them.
I guess someone rebuilt them or something, I guess.
Rebuild complete.
Yeah. All right, let's get into some more scouting.
Now, Tom Tom is the only one that really dropped. So the MLB draft rank for Mikey dropped down to 2, or dropped 2 notches down for us. So
Yeah.
he's now number 3. So he's not quite as good, but still elite level. Our draft rank for Velasquez went up to 2. So he improved, actually. That's really good. But yeah, Tom dropped. His potential went way down. His overall still looks to be high. All right, scouting coming at you quickly this time as we're trying to get through year 1 with the Angels very swiftly. Week 2 of scouting, we are going to take a look at a starting pitcher from the West, Patrick Matheson. We're going to move over internationally for third base and Scott Reyes, and then all the way to Central for another starting pitcher, Rick Anderson.
Now that scouting's done, we are back to simming. Don't think Newman's going to walk it off?
Let's enter it. Let's see if Newman can do it. All right, here we are against the Giants with a chance to walk it off. Bottom of the 10th, 1 out, man on second, and Kevin Newman will get the opportunity against Ryan Walker. Think Newman's got a shot at this?
You got it, Newman. Crank it. He probably has like 7 power, so just get a base hit.
Yeah, crush it just outside of the infield.
Wow.
No, wow. He will flail at that one.
You slapped that slider.
And no, it's swing and a miss by Newman. All right, the lineup will turn over, and here we go. Royce Lewis. This is a guy that could actually do it. He's already got a home run today. He's 3 for 4 against the Giants in this game. And now, the final hope of Los Angeles.
He's also hitting .319.
Yeah, wow. Averaging 400 with runners in scoring position early on in this season.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Easy take inside, nearly skimming the belt.
I've heard some of the fans yell out, "Watch out for your dick."
I'd love if we could add those custom tracks again, man. I miss that so much. I didn't properly do it when I had the chance, and now that I don't, it's just so sad.
Yeah, I could have a lot of fun.
Nope, that's foul.
Weekly fouled. 1 and 2. Chance of MVP for Royce Lewis. Los Angeles has really embraced him after we got him. No, it's a slider that nails him, though. Giants win. The walk-off is not going to happen today. All right, so we have simmed through 19 games total. We are 7 and 12, and so we wanted to take a quick look and a peek, kind of, at how the boys are doing. We've got Royce Lewis here as the home run leader with 3, Soler, Shawnuel, and Ohapi with 2 behind him. Logan Ohapi will be the RBI leader with Lewis and Shawnuel and Soler and Joe Adell backing them up. We've got a few stolen bases by the squad, and Zach Neto with the leader with 2. Last game that we took a peek in live during that critical situation, they were chanting MVP for Royce Lewis, and as the home run leader, he is also the average leader on the team. I expect we'll see him lead a few more categories, but it's a pretty quick jump from 314 to 273 to Zach Neto. So yeah, Royce Lewis, the clear average king right now. He is also going to lead in OBP at 377, another pretty big gap between him and the second place guy, who this time is Joe Adell at 343. All right, so Royce Lewis now with the Los Angeles Triple Crown at this point. Average OBP and slugging, and then that would obviously translate to him also leading OPS. But at 500 for slugging, he's the leader there. At 877 currently on the OPS. And yeah, Royce Lewis is far and away the best offensive guy that we've got, and there's no doubt about it.
Wow, Neto's got 7 doubles already. That's pretty good.
That was not the guy that I thought was going to be up there. All right, so for the pitching staff, we're looking at wins first. Kyle Hendricks, the starting pitcher now with 2-1 for his record, and then 2 wins behind him is actually Ben Joyce, a reliever that through 9 innings has picked up 2 wins. So that's pretty cool for him. Kikuchi, the only starter that we've got with 2 losses right now, though. Sam Bachman with 4 saves, 2 losses on his record, through 5 2/3 innings, 5 walks, 5 strikeouts, and a 7.94 ERA. We are all over the place with Sam Bachman.
Man, he is either on fire or on fire.
Or already burned. Yeah, on fire or on fire. He's either smoldering or smoking. I don't know which.
He's either on fire or put out. There you go.
There you go. That's good.
Who's got the most inning pitched?
Wow, Red Lauder has got the most innings pitched.
Well, tied, I guess, with Jack. You're gonna say that last name, not me.
Kukanowicz,
There you
I
go.
think.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Go with that. Kyle Hendricks.
That's what it's gonna be. I don't know if it's correct, but that's what it's going to be.
Yeah. Old Jack. Jack Cano.
Yeah.
There we go. And then Kyle Hendricks in third with 20.2 innings. Right, Ladder also giving up the most walks. 11. Kikuchi with 9. Hendricks with 8. And then a couple guys with 7. Brett Ladder also has the most strikeouts at 19.
Okay.
Man, most walks, most strikeouts, most innings pitched. Okay.
He's got a lot going on.
Brock Burke with that lovely 9 ERA.
So Kikuchi is the starter with the worst ERA then, because when you sort it this way, you got 2 relievers, and then Kikuchi at 6.63.
Ouch. If we flip the card the other way, Garrett McDaniels has 11 innings pitched and a 1.54 ERA and a 1.11 WHIP. That's pretty decent.
Wow.
All right,
That's really good.
He's a Rule 5 guy, so they just got him for nothing.
Yeah, through 7 games, he's made those 11 2/3 innings pitched. And yeah, a 1.5 ERA for a Rule 5 pitcher that we picked up? Absolutely.
And then Chase Silseth, he's 9 2/3 innings pitched, and he's got a 1.86 and a 1.45. The WHIP's a little high, but I mean, still his ERA is great at a 1.86. And
Look
then
at Tyler Anderson, though.
19 innings pitched and a 2.37. That's respectable. And a
0.74 whip.
0.74 whip is nasty.
Wow.
Good for him.
So after a few weeks of simming, we are 7-12. We are the worst in the AL West, and now it's not quite as close as it was just a short time ago. We are 1-9 in our last 10, trailing everybody. The Rangers 8-2 in their last 10 as they seek to climb the rankings. So let's go ahead and recap just a little bit on what the trades were that we made so we can get a feel for how this current roster looks. We have been in talks with the Cincinnati Reds to pillage their starting pitcher rotation. And first, we're going to target Rhett Lauder or Loader. I'm not sure how to say it, but either way, he looks phenomenal. At 22 years old, a 79 overall with B potential. He's got amazing ratings in most of these categories. We do need to do some work on his K per nines and his walks per 9, but everything else looks absolutely phenomenal. And at 22 years old, this guy has got a fantastic future ahead of him. Secondary to that, we've got Chase Petty, who is another young pitching prospect, 21 years old, B potential, a 64 overall. Now, as you can see, these numbers are a lot more down to earth. However, we think that we've got the time to develop him, and they are a good enough starting point that Chase Petty could be a very good pitcher in the next coming years, and we're willing to take that chance. So let's go ahead and make this trade. Our first one ever for the Angels, a 3-2 to the Cincinnati Reds. Our next big trade is going to be with the Cleveland Guardians, a 3-for-3, a rare one for us here in the Two Idiots franchise. But we will be dumping the budget of Anthony Rendon and his $32 million, Luis Rengifo at second base with a near $6 million, and Reed Detmers with a under $2 million contract. We did initially say that we were going to keep him, but there's really not much of a reason to. His ratings in this game are just not very good right now. And as he ages, we've already seen some regression through just one game. He's already showing a minus to his stamina. So Detmers in this game is a little hamstrung, I would say. He's not that bad. But anyways, the Guardians will be giving up Jason Chourio, or Jason, I'm not sure to say that, Travis Bazzana, and Chase DeLauder. So this 3-for-3 is also going to cripple the Cleveland Guardians budget they will be taking Anthony Rendon and that $32 million. And I don't know what they're going to do with it, but their budget after this trade will be only $12 million. And so they will not be able to do much as far as trades or free agency acquisitions unless they start making some cuts as well. So this is beneficial for us in multiple ways. Love this 3-for-3 trade deal. Let's get it done. Our third trade of the day is going to be possibly the biggest one. Mike Trout is finally going to be leaving Los Angeles after all these years. And we're packaging him with Yoan Moncada to trade for Royce Lewis from the Twins. He's only 25 years old. He's an 85 right now and an A potential. So there's plenty here to like. He's going to be clutch. He's a great defender. Not much accuracy, but we can work on that. But everything else looks extremely promising, and he's going to crush righties for power. So Royce Lewis will be our third baseman of the future. The Twins actually suggested this trade, so hopefully they will let us do it. The budget does go into the negative, but we'll see. And that's it. The Twins did it. Trout is gone. My goodness, what a day for Los Angeles.